All right, beautiful souls. What if I told you that you are far more stunning than you ever let yourself believe? And I am not spinning this just so you will tap that like button, I promise. I am saying it because I keep seeing the exact same story unfold over and over again. So many of you come to me whispering the same tired line: Ismael, I just do not think I am that pretty. Or, men never really look at me like they want me. But here is the raw truth I have uncovered. The women who say this are never missing beauty or charm. You are simply out of touch with the fierce glow you naturally carry. And listen closely because this matters. When you question your own magnetism, the whole world shifts how it treats you. You might hold every trait that draws people in, but if you walk around acting like you do not see it, everyone else will catch that quiet disconnect too. I need you to lock this into your bones. People will always react to the vibe you are broadcasting, not the checklist of traits you actually own. That is exactly why you can look incredible, crush it at work, and handle your feelings with grace, yet still feel completely invisible in a crowded room. If you are exhausted from that heavy feeling, tired of pouring your time into flaky guys or men who treat you like an option, hear this quick note. This Sunday, I am hosting a completely free live masterclass. I will show you how to draw in a devoted man without playing silly games, without running after him, and without lowering your standards 1 inch. Just drop the word masterclass in the comments below, and I will personally send you the direct link to join me this coming Sunday. Now let us dive straight into the first sign. Number 1, controllers keep circling back to you. People who twist situations always hunt for what is valuable. They pick up on your soft heart, your sharp gut feelings, your deep way of feeling, and they crave a piece of it. Not because they want to honor it, but because they think they can twist it to their will. They do not want to build trust with you over time. They want to slip past your gates before you even lock them. That is exactly why clear self-knowledge is your strongest armor. The deeper you understand your own worth, the faster you spot who truly honors you and who just wants to sip from your well. You will start catching the moments when a man is poking at your limits, not to get closer, but to see how far he can push. You will feel it when the sweet words come on too thick, too fast, or when he tries to drag you through wild emotional swings. And hear me clearly, they do not target you because you are fragile. They target you because you are full. You carry something they lack, and trying to cage you feels like a shortcut to claiming it. They think if they can steer you, they can borrow your spark for themselves. Your brightness turns into something they want to dim and direct, not simply watch shine. It is never about love. It is always about keeping you on a leash. But here is the steady truth. Your fire, your core strength, can never be taken. It can only get siphoned dry if you leave the door open and forget to guard it. Number 2. You either lift other women up or make them nervous. This one trips people up, and many of you have not even spotted it, especially if you always try to be sweet, real, and helpful. But when you are deeply magnetic and you stand firm in your own worth, it radiates whether you try to hide it or not. And guess what? Not everyone knows how to handle that kind of steady heat. Some women will drift toward you like moths to a warm porch light. They will want to soak in your calm. They will praise your boldness and feel safe enough to spill their real thoughts. But others, they will suddenly turn chilly, start keeping score, or brush you off for no clear reason at all. That happens because your steady presence stirs something awake inside them. Your quiet certainty, your unshakable posture, or your deep emotional honesty will poke at hidden fears in people who have not yet looked at their own mirror. And even though you did not cause it, you still have to hold the line and refuse to swallow their discomfort as your fault. Okay? How people act around you is mostly a reflection of their own inner weather, not a verdict on your soul. Never forget that your only job is to stay full-sized. You do not get to fold yourself up just to fit into someone else's small chair. If you keep getting hot and cold reactions from women, even fresh faces you just met, it is usually a loud signal that your vibe naturally rises above the noise. And guess what? When you stand tall in a room full of people trying to stay average, you will never get a standing ovation from everyone, but the ones who are meant to stay will always pull up a chair. Number 3, strangers keep pouring their truth into your hands. Have you ever been at a small gathering, a work break, or just waiting in line, and out of nowhere, someone starts unpacking their whole heavy past to you. They ask what you think, they wait for your take, and after a few minutes with you, they walk away breathing easier, shoulders dropped, like you just handed them a quiet place to rest. Pay close attention to that pattern, because it is not about being polite or well-mannered. It is a quiet signal of deep emotional pull. People lean toward you because your space feels like solid ground. You do not just let their words bounce off your ears. You actually look at them, you catch their weight, you hold it without flinching. In a world that never stops shouting, that kind of steady, warm center is rare, and it pulls people in like gravity. You do not need to have every answer locked up. You might still be sorting out your own messy chapters, but if folks keep asking for your read on things, treat your words like a lifeline and see you as a calm harbor when their own life is spinning. That is not luck, that is resonance. It is a quiet proof of a deeply attractive inner world, and most people completely overlook it. Number 4, you finally stop running after what does not want to stay. Do you know what actually turns heads? Knowing exactly what sucks you dry and choosing to step back without looking back. When you truly honor your own value, you stop clinging to folks just because they toss you a crumb of attention. You stop forcing doors open that clearly lead to anxiety and mixed signals. You stop auditioning for people who already decided you are not enough. And yes, walking away is never a smooth dance, ladies. Some days it will feel hollow. Some nights you will wonder if you are being too sharp or building walls too high. But underneath all that noise, you are doing something fiercely brave. You are clearing out the clutter so real things can finally land. You are making room for peace, for connections that do not feel like a stage play, for love that arrives without mind games or heavy emotional tolls. That is what actual growth looks like, okay? It is not just whispering to yourself that you deserve better. It is moving through your days with clear lines, making firm choices, and keeping your precious energy locked up until someone proves they know how to hold it gently. And you know what shifts when you live like that? Men start to lean in. You begin drawing in the steady ones, not because you are performing tricks, but because you have stopped handing out your time like free samples. That kind of quiet self-respect, again, pulls people in like a magnet. And final number 5, you understand the heavy weight of quiet. This one might sound backward at first, because we are constantly fed the lie that to be desirable, you have to be loud, quick with a joke, always on, always sparkling. But the real truth is that truly captivating women do not scramble to fill empty air. They let the room breathe around them. You are not rushing to explain yourself. You are not dumping your whole history just to win approval. You have learned the deep art of the pause, of holding back when the moment needs it, of letting quiet confidence do the heavy lifting, of speaking only when your words actually matter. And this does not mean turning icy or distant, which is exactly what so many folks try to fake when they want to look strong. It means you are rooted. You understand that sometimes a still moment pulls someone in way harder than 100 clever lines ever could. You do not talk to prove you are worthy. You talk to build a real bridge. When a woman can sit perfectly steady in the quiet, especially when things get tense, tricky, or playful, she shows she owns herself. She shows deep trust in her own rhythm and mature handling of her own heart. Men feel that pull instantly. They will either step up to meet that steady ground, or they will quietly fade out because they cannot stand the silence. All right, beautiful souls, so hold this close. Being a deeply attractive woman has nothing to do with volume. It has nothing to do with being the sharpest dressed, the quickest laugh, or the easiest to please. It is all about steady presence, clear lines, and unshakable self-honor. And one more hard truth I need you to swallow. Sometimes your quiet magnetism will not make you the most popular girl in the room. It will make you the one people misunderstand. And that is completely fine, because you were never built to be universally liked. That was never the point. And again, if you want to learn exactly how to draw in a loyal, steady man without playing silly games, without chasing shadows, and without lowering your standards 1 inch, meet me this Sunday for a free live masterclass. Just type the word masterclass in the comments, and I will send you the exact link to secure your spot. If you think my regular videos are already packed with real truth, just wait until you see what I have built for that live session. It will completely flip how you see men, how attraction actually works, and what it truly takes to build a bond that lasts. Anyways, thank you for staying with this channel, and always remember that if your love life stays the same, it is because you have stayed the same. Change your center, and everything around you shifts. Have a truly beautiful day.